Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, today we are going to have our annual CES Awards. So this is going to be the best of CES for 2017. So really we kind of divided this into 9 different categories, and then at the end we're going to say who won CES. Now we've done videos on pretty much every single one of these devices, so make sure to go ahead and check out our CES playlist to see all the coverage and more details on these products. So, with that being said, let's get to the first set, which is going to be the Smart Home Award. Now, the Smart Home Award is to products that really helped out in the house that honestly would be helpful and a good buy for people to get. So, the first one is going to be the LG Hub Robot, or the LG Hub Bot, as it was also being nicknamed. Now, this is going to be the runner-up. We'll have a runner-up and a winner for each category, but this is basically Alexa with more of a personality. It does have an Alexa assistant built into it, so you have that, and you do see you have speakers on each side of it. It really had a fun personality. It actually moved around too, so if you play music, it will actually move a little bit to it. And I'm really curious to see how it is. This unfortunately did not, or at least currently does not, have a price point yet. But not only do you have one, but you can have multiple little ones too. So the little ones are very cute. They're literally about as tall as like a glass, and they're very cute, really cool looking. So definitely something you should check out. So that was the runner-up. Then who was the winner for the Smart Home Award? Well, that would be Genie Can. Genie Can is a idea that both Samsung and LG had, but they didn't execute it nearly as good. We'll get to that in the smart appliance section, but for the fridges, they want to keep a grocery shopping list, right? Here's the thing though. With Genie Can, you actually scan the barcode as you throw a product away, and if you put a product that doesn't have a barcode onto it, like an apple, orange, or bananas, you can literally put it in front of it, and it'll ask you, what am I adding to the list? And you say, bananas, apples. Very simple, very quick and easy. Great award. This one, I believe, is about $150, and currently I think it's on sale for pre-order right now. So go ahead and check that one out, because that is something that I definitely want to get for the house. It just makes it so much easier when shopping to know exactly what you need and what you don't need. The Smart Concept Award. So the Concept Award really comes from having a really great concept. It's not a final product yet, but a great concept. And the first one is the Faraday Future FF91. Now, although cars aren't my strongest suit, I definitely can appreciate a high-end quality, not only autonomous kind of car, but one that actually broke the fastest speed, even Tesla's, for 0 to 60 speed. So really great. MKHD has a great video on this car. Check it out. It's really something that's very impressive and definitely deserves your attention for a concept thing. And hopefully, if they have some in lower price range, maybe I can get one day. Now, not only that being said, but the best concept has to go to our great friends at Razer. The Razer Valerie is amazing. I have a picture of it on our Instagram, so check that out. But really, it is so breathtaking how beautiful that product looked, and it really stood out from everything else there. Now, also there is the Aurora, and I did like that, but Valerie is something that I could see not only geeks and gamers being excited about, but even professionals and business people. If you're doing video editing like me, that is a dream. Not only to mention that, if someone did point it out, I believe it was at CNET, that it's a really good concept. If you could actually bend one of the screens back, you could literally do a presentation in a business meeting, whereas they have a screen to look at and you have 2 screens that you can still mess around with and do different things with. So that, I think, is amazing to get to that point where literally you can have a presentation on one screen, you can have it being presented on another screen, and then even on the third screen you could have a video that you can just drag over and move to the third screen when needed. So I really like this idea about having 3 screens for really business oriented and in terms of performance. Of course, it's Razer, so it's amazing. So definitely cannot wait to see if this ever gets out of concept, but it definitely was the best concept and the one everyone was talking about at the event. Now, the next category is going to be for TVs. And really, of course, when we talk about TVs, there are two big ones, but the runner up isn't who you might think. The runner up is actually Samsung. See, Samsung has not wanted to go to the OLED market, which is the best quality of TV can get. Now, QLED is their new revamped name for SUHD, and they did change some things in the TV for that. The dots are more specifically and better for color, but you're still not getting those blacks that only OLED can provide. Despite Samsung trying to take jabs at OLED, there's just no getting around it. OLED is better. OLED is more expensive though, so that being said, the QLED is going to be cheaper and more people will be able to buy it, so it'll keep Samsung being the top selling TV maker, especially when it comes to smart TVs, yet another year. But when it comes to quality, well, that goes to our winner. The winner for the TV award, or Smart TV award rather, is definitely going to be the new LG TV, the LG Signature OLED TV W. This is the W7 specifically. And so this TV is razor thin. Again, you can check out our Instagram to see a picture of it in person, or how I was in person seeing it. And it is so beautiful. Now, both Samsung and LG had a really unique idea, and that is to make the TV so paper thin, right? I mean, you're talking about 3/4, it's literally thinner. Look at your smartphone. This TV is thinner than it. I don't care what smartphone you have, this TV is thinner than it. So think about that, right? Your TV is actually thinner than a smartphone. It has no connections on it. It actually has connections on what LG provides, which is a soundbar. Samsung had the same idea, but they have a little hub. Instead, LG actually gives you a soundbar. So really amazing. This is with Adobe Atmos and Adobe Vision, which are the two best, in my opinion, qualities of HDR, which is the big word right now. But really, when it comes to the best sound and best visual, I myself love watching movies all the time, and Adobe Atmos and Adobe Vision are the best. And I'm not just saying that because I would beg LG to send me one of these TVs. I really think it's the best technology. So yeah, it's really great. I love the thin white strip so that you can mount it and it could look beautiful. I would love to have one of these, but unfortunately they're out of my price range at $8,000. I will say though, LG did something very smart, and they are going to have a cheaper version of OLED TVs this year. We'll see how low they get, because again, this one is $8,000 for a 65-inch. So not on the affordable side, but when it comes to the best of the best, if you have that kind of money, this is the TV you want to buy. Now the next one is going to be the Laptop Awards. Now the Laptop Award is going to the Samsung Chromebook Pro. Now there was a lot of different laptops out there this year, but the Samsung Chromebook Pro is definitely the best value for the buck kind of one. I believe it's $449 for the Samsung Pro, that price has come out now. $449 or $499 around there. But if you're looking for a laptop that is really more of a tablet, because you have over 2 million Android apps available on here, such as Microsoft Office, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, free coming with this. You do also have, of course, all of Google's apps and a lot of other third-party apps. 2 million apps already available for it. It's really important. And you do have a pen, not an S Pen, because it doesn't, although it has precision, it does not have functionality. Like you can't, push a button and highlight it like a mouse can. So good. And definitely I recommend getting the Chromebook Pro version because that's the one with the Intel processor rather than the ARM processor, which if you're going to get one, get the better one. It does come with a micro SD card slot as well, so that's really good. And I believe it is a Type-C connector if I'm not mistaken. But honestly, one of the best ones that I really had to highlight, the winner, is actually in the same brand. It's the only one where they did do both. But it's going to be the Samsung Notebook 9. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, what about the Samsung Odyssey gaming one or the Acer Predator? Those are not for most people. You're really not going to buy that overall. But if you are looking for a professional laptop, well, guess what? The Samsung Notebook 9 is lighter than a MacBook Pro for the 15-inch version, and not only is it about a pound lighter, it's going to be better in terms of the processor, the graphics card. Everything you get right built into it is really good. So if you're looking for a laptop for professional use at a 15-inch model, or even just a really good Ultrabook at a 13.3-inch model, this covers that. Plus, you get all the ports you need. However, you do get Type-C connection for charging, so that's really great, because coming this year in 2017, you'll be able to charge your Galaxy S8 and your Samsung Notebook 9 with one charger. That's awesome. That's impressive. And it's something that we can all look forward to, even with battery packs, to be able to charge our laptop and our phone with one battery pack. That's awesome. So that being said, we are moving on to the Smartphone Award. Now, unfortunately, CES did not have amazing smartphones, really. The higher competitors, Sony, Samsung, and LG, did not present anything new. However, you really do have to hand it to the underdogs, the ones that people don't know as much, especially in the US, and that is the first runner-up, which is the ZTE. The ZTE V8 Pro is an amazing smartphone for the price. We hope to get it into review, and really this is a dual lens phone for under $300. It's really an amazing smartphone. Check out our video on it. But for what you get for the price, you get a really good battery life, you get a really good camera, really good front camera, so you get a lot going for it for the price you're getting it at. It has the full app drawer too, which I really love. And it's really impressive what you can get for this price range. If you're especially looking for a first smartphone or maybe a replacement smartphone in the $200 price range, this is the one you should definitely buy. It's better than anything else in that price range. And that being said, we also have another smartphone that, again, you might not be familiar with, but you definitely should. And that is the winner, the Honor 6X. We do have this smartphone. We currently are working on the review on it. And this is another dual lens camera. So if you like that iPhone portrait mode effect, guess what? Both of these phones have that. So it's a really good quality camera, really nice screen actually for the price point as well. Again, we did a video on this one. Check it out. We did our first impressions video already, and we currently are working on a review. So this is one phone though you should definitely take a look at for the price range you're going for under $300 or around $300 under $300 price range. You should take a look at it depending on which version you want to get. That being said, we move on to the next one, which is the Multimedia Award. And this is a Multimedia Entertainment Award. So I will specify that with this one, you are getting what is multimedia entertainment in terms of technology that would be useful to many people. And the first one might be a little controversial, so I'll just start off by saying that. The first one is something that a lot of people might not know about, but if you're into this thing, you should definitely check it out. And that is Naughty America's VR. So yes, this is a porn VR system, and it works with every virtual reality headset. So if you have a Gear VR, you can use it with it. If you have any kind of VR headset, really, you can use it with it. They have done an amazing job of spreading it out throughout all the VR headsets. Now, this is a Multimedia Entertainment Award because it's something that if, again, you're into this stuff, it's way more immersive. It's way better than what you currently have. So that's why I had to give it to the award, because guess what? It really is better than what we currently have, and it's an evolution. So that's why I had to give it the acknowledgement that it deserved. Now, the winner is one that I desperately wanted, actually just came out today, and I hope to get our hands on it, and that is the new NVIDIA Shield TV. Now, this is an amazing product, and if you want the best smart home or multimedia with a smart TV combination, this is going to be it. With this device, you're going to have Google Assistant built into it. Not only that, but you have an amazing controller that rivals the console controllers. I definitely recommend you take a look at it, because the feel on this controller is so much better than the first generation one, and it's definitely a controller I'm going to have to pick up regardless. I really fell in love with the controller. The size of this one compared to the first generation is tiny. It's really more getting closer to that like Apple TV size, but it runs a lot faster. It's a much better performer than Apple TV or than Roku or than anything else. It is more expensive at a $199 price point, but you do have the controller, you have voice control, you have the gamepad to play games on it. You have all that coming with it, as opposed to, oh, you need to buy the controller separately. Oh, well, you need to buy a remote control with voice commands separately. This has it all built in. It is the best solution, and it does 4K and HDR, which is more than I could say for almost every other streaming device in the TV market. So if you want multimedia, this won the award for a reason. It's the best one out there. Now, that being said, the next one's going to be our Smart Appliance Award. Now, for our Smart Appliance Award, we really took a look at the best appliances. That being said, most people will not be able to afford these. I can't. So, the first one is going to be the Samsung Flex Wash Washer and the Flex Dry Dryer. These are really useful, and I definitely see the future going towards this, and Samsung set the pedigree so that we now have something to aspire to in washers and dryers. This allows for 2 loads, and these 2 loads make up a bigger load than almost every current washer or dryer can do currently. So it allows you to make a quick load or a delicate load on the top while using the full and heavier ones on the bottom. This also allows you, if I need just to wash my jeans really quick before work or school or something like that, you have something where if your kid's stuff gets dirty before school or anything along those lines, you can wash it quickly and dry it quickly. So really great for that. Or even if I want to toss maybe a dress shirt in there to get the wrinkles out, I can just toss it in the top part of the dryer and it does a better job and quicker. Because of this, it also uses less energy. It's just way more efficient than what we currently have in washers and dryers. Again, it's probably way out of the price range for most people, but again, it gives a blueprint for what we can see down the line. And speaking of a blueprint, the winner of this award for a smart appliance is going to be the LG Smart InstaView fridge. Now, I'm a little surprised because I really compared this one and Samsung's. And really, it came down to a couple of things because they're very, very similar. And Samsung, I will say, has 4 of these coming out now. So you're going to see them in different price ranges, and that will most likely make it more accessible. However, LG wins in 2 things. One, they took Samsung's biggest thing, which is taking a photo of your fridge, which the new Samsungs still have, but one-up them this year. Samsung didn't make any progression on this technology. LG not only takes a photo of the fridge, but takes a photo of panorama photo, so it includes the doors. So the doors have a photo taken of them as well, which is something Samsung currently does not offer. You only get the fridge, you don't get the doors as well. This way, again, you can tell everything inside of your fridge. The second thing is Samsung is using their own voice assistant, which they have not said where they're getting that from. So, not the best when it comes to that. However, you do get on here Alexa. Much more versatility, much better overall. So for that, LG definitely gets the win in terms of being the best smart fridge. It took what Samsung did last year and improved upon it more than Samsung did this year. That being said, we will get to the next one, which is the Headphones Award. Now, the Headphone Awards are going to be maybe not headphones that were announced this time, but are definitely barely getting known more or getting distributed more and should get more attention. So the first set of headphones aren't out yet, but they are amazing, and that is the Braven Fly Sport Go. I'll move this a little bit down so you can get the full image of it, but really these headphones are the best fully wireless headphones I have yet to see. I didn't get to put them in my ear, of course, because they were being used by everyone, but I really look forward to reviewing these. They are some of the best headphones I have yet to see, and in terms of true wireless headphones, these are the ones you should be looking out for. They're going to range at a $250 price point, so they're a little bit more expensive, but in terms of having the best battery life, in terms of having the waterproofing and sweat proofing you need, these are the ones to look out for, and definitely something that we will take a look at when they come out. Now, that being said, the absolute best headphones that I was really surprised with this time around was the Libertone Q Adapt on-ear headphones. Now, these ones are really, really amazing. These are the best on-ear headphones I have ever used, and I don't usually like on-ear headphones. I don't find them to be good. Not only that, but I just find them kind of straining on my ears at times. You can tell this company just really emphasizes on quality. When it comes to quality, they are just really, it's such a high position for them. So these are amazing. Hopefully we will get our review units in so we can test it more in depth, see the battery life and see how they go. But to be able to completely cancel out CES noise on a very noisy convention floor with on-ear headphones is impressive to say the least, and definitely a pair of headphones that I look forward to reviewing. Again, we did check these out in person, so make sure to check out the video on that. And that being said, we go to the Simple Award. While a lot of these different categories might not be available for everyone or be, in the price range for everyone, these are everyday use award. And these ones will be ones that you guys, I feel, will not only most people can afford, but most people would get use out of. And the first one is the Love Box. Now, this is definitely not a known product, but it's something that I am going to get for my wife personally because I think it's something that would really help her out. If you have someone that has a stressful job or, could use a little bit of love or feeling special, that's what the Love Box does. The Love Box is a communication device that when it connects, you are able to text it to here. So I'm able to text something to the box, and that box will spin when it gets a message. And the really great part about this is, it needs internet. Obviously, you have Wi-Fi, so it's something to keep on their desk, at home or wherever, and they can have it there. And when they are feeling down and they see that spin, it really lets them know that not only are you thinking about them, but it makes them feel special. Not only that, but you can give this same contact to 6 different people, so 6 different people can message it. So maybe a mom, a brother, a sister, anything like that can make that person feel special. And it's something that I think is really great and something you should definitely check out, not only for Valentine's Day, but just something, for everyone could always make themselves feel a little bit more special. And I think this is a great way to do it. And the absolute best one is something that unfortunately is not set to come to the US yet, but is already set to come to Korea. And we hope to get it in the US after seeing the demo. And that is the mnemonic from Mango Slab. Now, definitely to get the idea of how good this is, you need to see the video we did on this. But with this, it is a post-it that you can type on or write on, and it prints it out. And now you have a legitimate post-it that either had text on it for like flashcards, reminders. You could have your kid draw on it and post that and post it on your monitor or anything along those lines. You can have creative post-its that you never had before. You can have, Sudoku prints. You can have all these things. It is amazing. Check out all the different ones we saw at the show. It is amazing what they can do with this, and really beautiful, definitely. All right, so those are all the individual category awards, but who won CES? Who was the best of the best at CES? Overall, when we looked at every brand out there, who won CES? That would have to be LG. LG is the winner of CES overall. They just had the best show overall. There's even products we didn't really talk about, such as the tone-free headphones. They had a really good headphone category. They did have a good smartphone showing with the Stylus 3 that is a honorable mention as well. But overall, in terms of just bringing the most out of CES, they did the best job. Not to say that other companies didn't do well and didn't make an impact. Obviously, all these companies did with the awards we gave out. But overall, when it comes to the best of the best at CES, this year, it was LG. Alright, guys, let me know what you thought of the awards overall, and did you like this video? If you did, please give a thumbs up down below. As I have explained a couple times on our show on Android Weekly, it really helps us out when you give a thumbs up now, and definitely share this. Share this with any friends that are interested in the latest technology, and I think they'll be happy. Alright, guys, thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.